For Ethiopian Airlines, the primary focus is Africa, because Ethiopia is Africa to the bone marrow. It's a core African culture. So we identify ourselves as Africa. That's why our tagline has been bringing Africa together. And then it was Africa's world-class airline. Now it is the new spirit of Africa. And Ethiopia is the second largest black humanity on the planet, second to Nigeria. So countries like Nigeria and Ethiopia have the civic duty to represent the black humanity and the continent, and to showcase Africa's rich culture to the rest of the world. We have to invite tourists to come and explore us. And we don't have to stay shy and timid, sitting for them to come and discover us, but we have to go out cheek and bold and scream to be noticed, for them to see us and to get impressed with our culture, diversity, and the opportunities of investment, nature, culture, wildlife, history. All this we have to tell to the world. Right now, transiting via Addis Ababa being one of the mega hubs in Africa for transit passengers, for those who are transiting within 12 hours to a third destination, we have made it visa-free. And the next step also in our agenda is for visa on arrival to be available, so that Africans to be moving from one place to another free. And because Ethiopian Airlines has a big network, and the African governments also to apply the Yamoussoukro decision, which is liberalizing the African skies for the African airlines, so that protectionism, traffic rights, and all these things will not be there. And this, the visa issues and the traffic right issues, when these are liberalized by each and every government in Africa, then movement within Africa will be facilitated, and the 1 billion young population of Africa. Right now, Africa is transacting with the rest of the world at 90% and with each other only 10%. So when this is facilitated, Africa will start trading and transacting with each other, and then value creation, employment, capital will be remaining in Africa without having to fly out. So we can use it to plow back our own development. So that is what each and every government in Africa need to see, facilitating movement of people and movement of flights by liberalizing the situations. It is the right move that we need to have our leaders to put in place. Ethiopian Airlines has got its frequent flyer program, which has generous bonuses. The package, the frequent flyer program's name is called Sheba Mile. It's a brand. Queen of Sheba is the ancient queen of Ethiopia who launched a trip. She traveled to Israel to meet King Solomon. And because of that trip, she got a reward, a gift, and she came back. So the metaphor is that launch a trip on Ethiopian Airlines and you will get a reward. That's Sheba Mile. Number one, if they enroll the first time, they will get 1,000 mile bonus just because of enrollment. And then when they keep on flying, then what they are getting is they accrue more mileages, and that will be used for upgrading into the premium class, free ticket, free baggage allowance, lounge benefits. So there's a lot of package for people launching their trip and their holiday, then they can reward themselves. It is dedication and hard work, because number one, Ethiopia also being a home to African Union, so there should be a transportation logistic for African leaders, all of them, to convene in a short space of time to come for a meeting. So it's our civic duty to avail that transport vehicle, and it is hard work. And it's also conducting the business the way it should be conducted. And the government of Ethiopia also is very much cooperative, allowing Ethiopian Airlines to operate without any interference, so that Ethiopian Airlines would conduct its business only on economic sense, without any interference whatsoever from the government. And the dedication of the more than 7,000 to 8,000 men and women in Ethiopian Airlines who are working very hard, and the management team of Ethiopian Airlines, as well as the support from the government by allowing it the latitude of freedom which is needed for Ethiopian Airlines to operate. That really translated into for all this, the industry being disturbed and airlines getting bankrupt, for us to survive and thrive and grow to this level, this has contributed.
For further inquiries about the production of top-of-the-shelf TV documentaries, promotional reports, and featured stories, contact Through the Eyes of an African through any of the following numbers: 0802 3600 539, 0807 314 5307, or send us an email at yvonnebassi@yahoo.com. Through the Eyes of an African, an obsession with tourism and media excellence.